Happy Wednesday, everyone. Let's get into it because the inflation report just came in cooler than expected and markets are reacting. Headline inflation printed at 3.5% year over year versus consensus around 3.8 to 3.9 and down from 4.2 in May, while core CPI eased to 2.6% below the expected 2.8 to 2.9. This is the first real sign that the inflation wave driven by the Iran energy shock is starting to fade, and Bitcoin responded by briefly pumping above $65,000. Since July 1st, Bitcoin has massively outperformed with a 9.56% gain versus gold at 1.39, the S&P at 0.8, and silver negative, so Bitcoin is leading the recovery trade right now. Companies keep stacking. Hyperscale Data added 32 Bitcoin, now holding over 1,000. Singapore's Canaan added 49, bringing its total to 1915. And Cardone Capital bought 107 Bitcoin worth $6.7 million on this dip. Senator Lummis told Fox the Clarity Act is ready for prime time and expects a vote within 4 weeks, so the legislative clock is ticking toward what could be the most important moment for crypto regulation ever. JP Morgan absolutely crushed second quarter earnings with net revenue up 28% to $57.3 billion and net income up 41% to $21.2 billion, proving the big banks are thriving in this environment. Stripe and Advent offered to buy PayPal for $53 billion, which would be one of the largest fintech acquisitions in history. China's economy slowed to the weakest in over 3 years as the US-Iran war continues to disrupt global trade. IBM shares extended their decline to 24%, the biggest drop since 1987, and USH 200 chip shipments to China have begun. The US and UK announced a joint plan to support cross-border tokenized assets and crypto stablecoins. In altcoin news, the US government deposited nearly 6,000 Ethereum into Coinbase Prime. Robinhood chain generated over $800,000 in revenue in 7 days, annualizing to $42 million. Hyperliquid hit a record 9.2% of aggregate perpetual open interest. And Backpack CEO said Ethereum is money. Make sure to follow, and I'll catch you right back here tomorrow.